in retrospect, Tom being my partner affected my feelings on having kids a lot more than I thought it did. I feel like with Dan, I've kind of had my eyes open to the fact that there are different types of partners out there who would actually be a real 50-50 partner, or if I can only give 10% that day, he's ready to give 90%.
I think we can all agree that the best thing to come out of Scandoval has been Ariana's absolute transformation into the queen of reality TV. Transforming from a Vanderpump Rules star into a Broadway star known even by the president, and moving from a relationship with a selfish worm with a mustache to an incredible and seemingly very selfless personal trainer Daniel Wai, Ariana has seriously leveled up. In this video, we'll be diving into all the details on Ariana's new beau. Who is he? How did they meet? What's their relationship timeline? And given Ariana claiming she'd like to have kids with him on the latest episode of Vanderpump Rules, where are they now and what does the future look like for this madly in love couple? Before we get started, I'd love to ask you all if you could please subscribe if you're new. I'll be continuing to cover Vanderpump Rules news and headlines to answer all your burning questions about the cast as the new season plays out. So if you're a Bravo addict like me, don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with this scandalous season. Let's get into it. Born on the 4th of May 1986, 37-year-old Daniel Wai is a personal trainer based in New York City. According to his PT website, he developed an interest in physical health when he was 13 after feeling insecure about his size and strength. Not just a pretty face and great body, it seems like Daniel is the full package, as he majored in computer science at college with a secondary degree in business and a minor in math. After graduating, Daniel was working in consultancy, where he did business with a lot of Fortune 500 companies, but soon decided this life on the road wasn't for him, so he switched gears, earning himself a National Academy of Sports Medicine Certified Personal Trainer certificate. In his website bio, Daniel writes that he loves motivating people and found it humbling to support people to change their lives, so he decided to become a full-time personal trainer. After studying for a few more qualifications, Wai caught the attention of various health clubs in Manhattan where he gives personal training sessions to clients. He also hosts online training sessions through his website DW Fitness and is not one to shy from the spotlight, being a bit of a fitness influencer himself. In terms of his family life, Daniel was born to his parents David and Venus and has one older brother Felix, who is a consultant at Accenture in New York. Having never been married or had children, it seems that Wai is really ready to settle down with Ariana. She's got herself a catch. So how did this love story begin? Ariana and Daniel met at a friend's wedding in Mexico back in March 2023, where they really hit it off and seemed to be getting along as friends. This was roughly 10 days after Scandoval broke, so it's understandable that Ariana was upset and just looking to make friends with Daniel after the traumatic breakdown of her relationship. Ariana later told Access Hollywood that she was drawn to Daniel because he just brought so much positivity and support, and he just gets me in a way that makes me think I just don't want this to end. After meeting back in March, things rapidly progressed as the pair continued to spend time together and rumours of a romantic connection started to circulate. And it was Ariana who made things Instagram official in April 2023, 1 month after meeting Daniel, when the couple shared a photo of themselves kissing at Coachella, confirming the rumours were true. They had started seeing each other. Sheena later shared her support for Daniel in an April episode of Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, stating she had been at Coachella with the couple and was a big fan of Ariana's new man. 1 month later, in May 2023, Ariana also appeared on Watch What Happens Live, where she told Andy she was very happy and very satisfied with her new boyfriend. While Sheena told E! News that Ariana has the best energy when she's with Daniel, saying she has never seen Ariana light up the way she does when she's around Daniel or when she talks about him. And with good reason. It seems that Daniel really does treat Ariana like a queen, as back in June, in the lead up to Ariana's birthday, Daniel shared an Instagram post of him and Ariana at the Governor's Ball Music Festival with the caption, "She thought she was coming here for a dinner but got surprised." He had coordinated with a group of friends to surprise her on the plane to New York and at the arrivals gate.
All right, I am at the airport and I'm about to surprise Ariana when we get on the plane. She just got to the terminal, so I'm hiding in a different gate, keeping my eye out for her so I can surprise her.
And there she is, spotted. Black sweatshirt and headphones, getting closer. Time to board the plane. Can't let her see me. In fact, she never sees me when I'm standing right next to her. Whoa! She saw me. Now I'm going to sit next to her. That wasn't the end of the surprises. Here's some fancy work from Dan and Megan. Surprise! They met us at the airport and they made this cool sign. Next up, we quickly got ready and took her to a bar where, surprise! More LA and New York friends were there. Wow, look at that excitement on her face. Now Dan and I are going to tell her exactly what we're doing this weekend. We're going to GovBall. Lizzo, Lil Nas X, Kim Petras, Kendrick Lamar, Odessa, you name it. Oh, we need a shot to celebrate this.
This was on June 11th. Then 2 weeks later, on June 24th, on the day of her birthday, Daniel flew out to LA to party with Ariana and her friends. Starting at home, Daniel cooked for Katie Maloney, Ariana, Kristen Doty, Ariana's friend Jared Lipscomb, and her brother Jeremy Madix, before heading out to meet Sheena and Brock, as well as ex-castmate Dana Kathan and Ariana's friend Brad. To top it all off, Daniel publicly shared his love for Ariana on Instagram, writing, "Happy birthday to the kindest and most generous woman I know." The couple continued to hang out throughout the summer, and the next time we received a public update about Daniel was in an August episode of Shenanigans with Sheena Shea, where Ariana spoke more about Daniel, saying, "He's a very grounding, calming, positive energy. He's always trying to help with things." And Sheena also shared her love for him, saying, "I feel like you guys just bring out the best in each other, and I love to see it." Sounds like a complete U-turn from her relationship with Tom.
We stan Dan. I just think he is such another light of positivity in your life. From the second I saw him on Instagram, but then met him in person, I was like, oh my God, obsessed. Like, he just has the best energy.
He does.
I just feel like you guys bring out the best in each other, and I love to see it. I love love, and I'm so happy for the two of you.
Thank you. He's a very grounding, calming, positive energy.
Yeah.
He's someone who does bring a whole lot of happiness and really just calming and positive energy to my life. So I'm gonna keep him around.
Yeah.
It seems the rest of the cast are also behind Ariana and Daniel and supporting her as she breaks away from her toxic relationship with Tom. Back in May, Lala told E! News that Ariana seems light and excited about life, and her energy is just completely different with Daniel in her life. We stan this relationship. It's clear that as well as being a positive energy and spoiling her on her birthday, Daniel is also proud to let Ariana be her best self, as he made frequent trips to support her while she competed in Dancing with the Stars last year. Ariana spoke about Daniel's support for her in an interview with Us Weekly, saying, "He sacrifices his sleep and time to help me with anything I need, and then he takes a red eye back and goes straight to work." She added, "He'll clean up things that are left out and does little things you don't really think about. When I come home from the show and everything's clean and there's food in the fridge that he made, it's like, wow, that's so nice." I'm honestly so happy for Ariana. She really has come out of such a traumatic situation and found a truly supportive relationship. The only thing I worry about is if Ariana has actually had time to process and grieve the trauma of what happened to her. She's clearly been swept up in an incredible whirlwind romance and with the amazing opportunities that the scandal opened up for her, but the queen of reality TV hasn't stopped to take a breath. But that does worry me. When will she confront the trauma and loss of her 9-year relationship? What do you guys think? Do you think Ariana is completely over it and has moved on? Or do you think she's running from her feelings? Maybe there's an element of truth to what Tom has been saying in the press. Maybe Ariana was already mentally checked out of the relationship, so when it officially ended, she didn't need time to grieve. She could easily move on. I don't know. Something tells me this will all come back to haunt her later, and some of Ariana's castmates seem worried about this too.
I met Dan at one of my oldest friends' weddings, literally 10, 11 days after everything freaking blew up. He's a personal trainer and a bartender, and he lives in New York, so we're doing a little long distance thing.
I don't think Ariana has fully processed the trauma with Tom. But look, as long as Dan doesn't sleep with one of Ariana's best friends, he's already a giant step up from her ex.
But despite outsiders' fears, this couple show no signs of slowing down. With Daniel based in New York and Ariana still stuck in her Valley Village home with Tom back in California, it seems the couple are enjoying the long-distance relationship, travelling back and forth to see each other as their work schedules will allow. Speaking on their long-distance relationship, Ariana said, "Long distance is something that's been really good because it has allowed me to focus on me and not be jumping into something after everything that I went through." She added, "I have so much more time to be able to process and also really be able to get to know somebody purely on a mental and emotional level, as opposed to us being physically together all the time." Back in October, Ariana was asked if Daniel was the one or if she's just having fun for now, and she kept things pretty ambiguous, saying, "I wouldn't say it's either of those things, so your guess is as good as mine on that one." Right now, Ariana is enjoying a 2-month stint performing as Roxy Hart in Chicago the Musical on Broadway, giving her the chance to stay in New York where she's able to spend loads more quality time with Daniel. He was there to support her in her Broadway debut on the opening night where fans spied her blowing him a kiss from the stage. But they can't keep going back and forth forever, and if hopefully soon Ariana is freed from her horrific house situation with Tom, there will come a time where the couple need to decide where they'll live. Ariana spoke on this in an episode of Shenanigans with Sheena, saying, "I'd love it if he moved out here, but he's born and raised in New York, so I can understand how that would be a huge adjustment. I wouldn't want to take him away from his family." Though it seems she's also not keen on moving out of LA either.
Hard to predict, even just work-wise, what's gonna come up in the next year or so. I would love it if he moved out here.
Yeah.
But he's born and raised in New York, so I can understand how that would be like a huge adjustment. And his family is there. And it's like, I wouldn't want to take him away from his family.
Right.
But moving back to New York for me sounds, oh God, it's so much harder.
Yeah.
We caught a quick glimpse of Daniel in the season premiere of Vanderpump Rules, where he appeared on FaceTime to Ariana, reassuring her about going to Tom Tom for the first time.
Hi. What are you doing?
I'm just relaxing before I go work out.
Oh, okay. I'm nervous.
What are you nervous about?
I'm going to Tom Tom tonight. I haven't been there since like that night that all of that transpired.
You always got me.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting you up on the sideline. From New York.
From New York.
I'm on the way.
Yeah. 2,427 to be exact, I think. I looked once.
And Ariana spoke about him more in episode 2, claiming he's changed her whole opinion on having kids because he's so supportive and selfless. Check this out.
In retrospect, Tom being my partner affected my feelings on having kids a lot more than I thought it did. I feel like with Dan, I've kind of had my eyes open to the fact that there are different types of partners out there who would actually be a real 50-50 partner, or if I can only give 10% that day, he's ready to give 90.
Despite this very blatant dig at Tom and his lack of support for Ariana throughout their 9-year relationship, it seems Tom has remained pretty unemotional about Ariana's decision to move on so quickly. Which, I mean, he kind of has to, as he doesn't have a leg to stand on in this situation. Nevertheless, in an interview with E! News in November, he said, "I don't really know him or them together, but from what I've seen, they seem happy. I wish them the best." As this season of Vanderpump Rules continues, we'll be seeing more of Daniel, and I can't wait to get to know the man that has had such a positive impact and been the silver lining in the mess of Scandoval. To have transformed the way Ariana thinks about her future and plans for having children, he must be something truly special. So I honestly hope this works out for Ariana. She deserves a truly supportive partner. But I also hope she's taking the time to work through her own emotions and trauma too. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and check out our previous videos on Vanderpump Rules to catch up on the drama.